August 17th, 2025, Jeremiah 38 to 4 to 6, 8 to 10. In those days the princes said to the king, Jeremiah ought to be put to death. He is demoralizing the soldiers who are left in this city and all the people by speaking such things to them. He is not interested in the welfare of our people, but in their ruin. King Zedekiah answered, He is in your power, for the king could do nothing with him. And so they took Jeremiah and threw him into the cistern of Prince Malchiah, which was in the quarters of the guard, letting him down with ropes. There was no water in the cistern, only mud, and Jeremiah sank into the mud. Ebed-Melech, a court official, went there from the palace and said to him, My lord king, these men have been at fault in all they have done to the prophet Jeremiah, casting him into the cistern. He will die of famine on the spot, for there is no more food in the city. Then the king ordered Ebed-Melech the Cushite to take 3 men along with him and draw the prophet Jeremiah out of the cistern before he should die. Hebrews 12 to 1 to 4, brothers and sisters. Since we are surrounded by so great a cloud of witnesses, let us rid ourselves of every burden and sin that clings to us, and persevere in running the race that lies before us while keeping our eyes fixed on Jesus, the leader and perfecter of faith. For the sake of the joy that lay before him, he endured the cross, despising its shame, and has taken his seat at the right of the throne of God. Consider how he endured such opposition from sinners, in order that you may not grow weary and lose heart. In your struggle against sin, you have not yet resisted to the point of shedding blood. Gospel Luke 12:49 to 53. Jesus said to his disciples, I have come to set the earth on fire, and how I wish it were already blazing. There is a baptism with which I must be baptized, and how great is my anguish until it is accomplished. Do you think that I have come to establish peace on the earth? No, I tell you, but rather division. From now on a household of 5 will be divided, 3 against 2, and 2 against 3. A father will be divided against his son, and a son against his father, a mother against her daughter, and a daughter against her mother, a mother-in-law against her daughter-in-law, and a daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law. Reflections. All 3 passages remind us that following God with sincerity and courage often provokes resistance and suffering, but it is the path that leads to life. In Jeremiah, we see a prophet punished for speaking the truth. He is thrown into a cistern and left to die because his words challenge the people as false sense of security. This foreshadows the rejection that Jesus himself would endure and reflects the experience of any disciple who stands for God's truth in a world that does not want to hear it. In Hebrews, the church encourages us to see our own struggles in light of Christ's example. He endured the cross, despising its shame, but now reigns in glory. Surrounded by the cloud of witnesses, the saints who persevered before us, we too are called to run the race of faith with endurance, never losing heart, even when we face opposition or hardship. The gospel brings this message to its sharpest point. Jesus tells his disciples that his mission is not one of superficial peace, but of fire, purification, transformation, a call so radical that it will even divide families when some accept him and others do not. From a Catholic perspective, the main message is clear. Discipleship is demanding, and but through faith and perseverance, God sustains us. Our trials unite us to Christ's own cross, and by enduring with hope, we are promised the greater joy of sharing in his resurrection and the eternal victory of love.